Batman is one of the best comics ever made. The way that he talked, the way that he interacted with others, and the way that he handled his normal and superhero life is so unique and interesting among other superheroes, at least the ones that I know. It's important to say that those are just 50% of the reasons that why Batman is famous. The other half is because of his remarkable villains. Sometimes they steal the stage in a way that I totally forgot that I'm experiencing a thing about Batman in either a movie, a story, or a video game. Speaking of a video game, now let's dive into one of the best Batman games, or even one of the best games out there, Batman Arkham Asylum. It's been too long since this game was released, but as they say, there is nothing new under the sun, but there are lots of old things that we don't know. It's too soon to call 2009 an old era, but it's crazy to think that a good entertainment thing can be still entertaining after more than 10 years of existing. I'm talking to you, Wall. It was actually my first time playing a Batman game. It was far from my expectations, but I'm not gonna lie, it was better. Everything was on point. Nothing more, nothing less. A well-crafted video game that you know is made by love. From the story to gameplay, the level design to atmosphere. Let's start with the story. I don't know what's up with Jokers. Joker is a very complicated character in either acting or storytelling, but 90% of the time, directors deliver a great experience with him. Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, Mark Hamill in the animated series, and this game are great examples. But the others are just some edgy characters that want to shape the society. Bro, you're a psycho clone, do funny things. In the game's main storyline, Batman battles his archenemy, the Joker, who instigate an elaborate plot to seize control of Arkham Asylum, trap Batman with many of his incarcerated foes, and threaten Gotham City with hidden bombs. There are so many side stories to explore too, but they don't affect the length of the game. They are mostly some Easter eggs that you can find if you want. They are scattered around the map by Riddler.
You are beginning to impress me, Batman. You may still reach a level just below my genius one day.
I actually was really invested to find them. They taught me why Harley became Harley Quinn and what type of experiments they do on the unnatural beings.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth. If you still even remember that name.
I think this game is based on the comic book Batman Nightfall. I didn't read that, but based on my experience with the game, they had a great concept and they delivered it the best way possible. The story is cool and all, but the key feature in a video game is the gameplay. The gameplay in a game based on Batman can go so many ways. Batman has access to so many technologies that can be fun in their ways. But due to the limitation of gaming systems in 2009, games should be in a tiny circle of options. Games couldn't be full of details while having a big open world. So they built a story around the big asylum. They made a fun, high quality, detailed, small world instead of a big empty void. But the place this game shined the most is in its fighting mechanics. I finished it on hard difficulty and added a small amount of spice on the already seasoned gameplay. The game retranslates satisfaction for me. It don't have any mercy on you. You either should fully commit to the game or go back to drink your milk. You can feel how Batman feels. Honestly, this game could have been the Batman simulator. And the cool thing about it is that you need to only work with a square and triangle for fighting enemies. There is no hidden combo or something like that. It is just you, your brain, and your fist. The simple controls might trick you to think it's easy, but never judge a book by its cover. If you don't plan a strategy, you're probably screwed, like in the stealth mission. By the way, they are my favorite missions. In these missions, All of the enemies have weapons, and if you made the smallest noise, they put a bullet in your head. Who do you think you are? Superman? You're just a rich guy with huge balls. The game mechanics can sometimes be clunky and don't work as intended. But I don't mind it because it was the first time Rocksteady was making a Batman game and they don't affect your experience at all. Before I forget, fights on their own psychologize you. But it is not enough for this game, and even in loading, after the enemies kill you, they annoy you.
Hey, someone help Bat Baby up off the floor.
Loser, loser, loser! Ha!
The bat is broken!
And at the end of fear, oblivion.
The guy that's thought about this should get a raise. I never thought I would be roasted by Joker this much. At last, I really enjoyed this game, and if you trust random guy in the internet, give it a shot. It's a gem. I will play the Arkham City and Arkham Knight next. I don't know if I review them, but I will make a cool video based on superheroes and video games. If you want to support me, I'll be happy if you like the video and subscribe to me. If you have any question, comment it. And if you hate me, say your worst in the comment. Thank you for watching. See you later.